Well, the situation continues to develop as far as Bus Vannin drivers and workers are concerned. Last night I was hearing quite a situation in Port Erin. But with me is Debbie Halsall from the Unite Union, who can give us an update, because I think most of the members are your members, are they not?
Yes.
What is going on then? What have you heard? And what's the union doing?
I think one of the things is going back to the initial first lockdown. We've always asked for protection for our workers, etc. We have been in constant dialogue as regards to the safety and the well-being. Unfortunately, the third lockdown has sent a lot of our members, as today we can see 7 members have tested positive, 42 are in isolation, and that's practically half the workforce.
So, sorry, that's quite a lot of people there. I mean, are Bus Vannin withdrawing services, or are they manning things? How are they getting on?
Well, as well as you know, they are sitting silent. And that's the concern when we went out to social media, said, please don't ignore us. This is not anything other than we want to make sure our members are protected and the travelling public. Hence the reason why we went out on social media on Friday and made them comments on Unite's page.
Now, contactless has come back in, but it seems a bit later than it has done previously. Do you think this is part of the problem?
Well, it could be. You know, it's the unknown, but it's always you minimise risk in everything and anything you do, and that's what we've been asking continuously. This has been an open dialogue for a long time, is to please protect our work, please protect your workers, but our members, apparently, the fear that is going around the island, we all know there's lots of us who are working remotely, but there's people who are essential services. I personally contacted via email the Chief Minister on the 9th of March and gave him the worst case scenario, because I'd spoke to him about the vaccination programme and said it would only take a small group of workers to basically contract COVID, and then it would render services inoperable. And we are, at this moment in time, with Bus Vannin, nearly half the workforce are in isolation.
What are you asking for then? Better work and safety conditions, for instance? I mean, I presume you've got the screens there. Are they wearing masks? I mean, what more can be done?
The screens were fitted. I mean, this goes back to the 20th of October last year, when we had requested that the screens be fitted on all buses, because the new buses, there was no screens on, and there was a reluctance to actually do that. Again, an email went back out in January requesting this, could you please put these screens on? They did. There was a hiatus of PPE being given to our members. Some of our members was actually took it upon themselves to actually get their own, buy their own. The fact that we're requesting in the third lockdown social distancing within the canteen. They were requesting many things, a deep cleaning of buses as soon as passengers got off, and a request for information to go out to say it was for essential travel only, not for somebody to go on the bus to have a joyride. Now, that's what it seemed to be. And these were the things, and there were valid questions that were being asked. Could you please make sure these things are being asked or done? And I think after our social media release, I think was it the night before, Transport had sent out a very watered down request, but it wasn't strong enough, hence the reason why we've come out publicly.
I'm getting here, obviously, clearly you don't feel there's much going on between you and management, and things could be better.
Yeah, there could be.
Why the reluctance? It's no communication. I mean, you're asking for these things, you're hearing back, or you're not getting what you want to hear, or what?
Our representatives within there basically are doing an absolute amazing job. And all they're doing is going back. This isn't about what they want is the same as that's been reciprocated across the government workforce. Every other workforce within DHSC, wherever they may sit, are basically being safeguarded. And we want to know why Bus Vannin are not.
And where could this lead to? Would you potentially have to withdraw your labour eventually, or do you think there's a way forward here that's going to come out of the discussions?
There has to be a way forward. Ultimately, you know as well as I do, Paul, that is what a person has the right to do in any job, any contract of employment, to withdraw their labour. We are asking for basically to look and safeguard these people. There is fear amongst the community. There is fear within Bus Vannin, and we are asking for these things. Certain things have been done, but only in the last couple of days. An email, a staff notice board went. There was a memo went on the staff notice board on the 19th. If anybody feels sick, blah blah blah. But that was the 19th, 4 days after the first confirmed case of COVID within Bus Vannin. A stipulation, and they also didn't do a deep clean. They've deep cleaned one place, and that's Bus Vannin. They did that only the other day and put the social distancing measures in. Why? It's firefighting. We want proactivity. We want to make sure our members are basically being protected. And the only way that we can get that message out is for us to go publicly. And I am the voice of the member, because this is a member-led trade union, and we have a commitment and a duty of care, and that's what Bus Vannin should be doing for our members.
I've heard from quite a lot of bus drivers. Of course, I don't think they're allowed to talk to the media as such. So this is the nearest we're going to get to your side of it. Hopefully we'll hear from the government side and hear hopefully what they're doing to do with your concerns, yes?
Yes, because obviously as a government worker, there's a social media policy, etc., and they cannot speak because it's classed as bringing the organisation into disrepute. But as I said, I facilitate their voice, and I am the one who is making these pleas to safeguard our members and to safeguard the travelling public. You must do what is right.